today. Richard, what did you make of the first half?
Thought it was interesting. I think the early goal obviously had to make Morocco to come out and try and play a bit, and the reaction was really good. They got control of the ball, tried to play up down the flanks of the Portuguese fullbacks and caused them some trouble. But I think it was all set up, wasn't it, for the whole thing, for Ronaldo to do that goal, and you expect them probably to go on. Portugal, they've been all right. They've just been in containment mode. They've not created a lot in that first half, but they're doing their job, and they're looking in a good position at the moment.
Michael, here's the goal.
Yeah, early in the game. You know, it's, as we see it here, corner worked, it's well worked. We'll do a little bit of analysis. It's a fabulous header. You know, you see it here. Two Moroccans out means they're short in the box. This is a massive area for the guy to defend in the front post area. This is Pepe that we highlight. Runs, takes the first front post man out of the equation, and the space is there. And Ronaldo just drifts off his marker, Da Costa. You know, he just drifts off the back of him, and it's a fabulous header. Goalkeeper can't get involved, but because they send the two men out, it means that they're short in the box, and the front post man, it's a massive area for him to defend on his own. And as we see where Pepe intentionally just makes contact with him, runs into him, and then that just creates the space for Ronaldo then to go and attack it.
Morocco, Richard, they actually responded pretty well, if you follow me, to going behind.
Yeah, they did. They could have easily folded, but they didn't. They got control of the ball, and they played their way back into the match. They seem to find a weakness down the full-back positions of Portugal, and they want to try and get down there, get crosses in. The one problem they've got is getting people in the box. They've been very confident in possession, and they've been patient, and it's one of those, when you watch Portugal defend, there's not been a tackle in the whole spell there. You know, they're just shadow defending the whole time, so they will get opportunities to put the ball in the box to create chances. It's just been that final ball probably hasn't been there at time, but they'll be happy because Ziyech's performance today is a lot better than what it was the other day, and certainly on set pieces with the height that they do have coming up, they can cause them problem, and we've seen so many in this game or in this tournament so far. And this is a great opportunity by Belhanda just towards the last minute of the first half. But there was enough in that first half, I think, for them. My only concern would make sure they keep the heads, because there was a little bit of aggro at times, and they were starting to look like they might lose the heads. If you keep the heads, there's still a chance for them to get back into it.
Just that point you made about Portugal kind of shadowing opponents, that they don't tackle. That's by choice.
Yeah, it seems to be a tactic that they do. They don't take any yellow cards, any red cards, and they just show players where they want them, and then they get blocks in and interceptions.
OK. Michael, we're going to look at two penalty shouts.
Yeah.
And like the VAR official did not intervene, so he and his colleagues in the control room in the same city in Moscow obviously felt there was nothing wrong here. What was your view on the two of them?
This one here, Guerrero gets very tight here. Well, Almadi, he gets round. They're both at each other. To be honest, for me, there's nothing in that. You know, as we see here, they both have hold of each other. The offence actually goes down just outside the box. He just loses his footing just outside the box. But for me, they were both at it, and it was the right decision. We look where the assistant referee is, for example. He's looking right at it, so he's deemed that there's not an offence, and I think the referee with the right decision, and certainly the right decision not to go to the VAR in that situation. We see the damage that has been done on Guerrero, you know, from the tugging and on the shirt, and obviously a little bit more than that. But the reaction of the coach is one of, why not go to the VAR in that situation? But I think in that situation, made the right decision. This one here, yeah, I mean, it's clumsy. I have to be honest, if we look, it is clumsy as it front, I think, makes contact. But again, it would be a soft one, I think, in this situation. The game the Moroccans have been physical. They've had a lot of niggly little fouls as well, and the referees let some things go. But in those two situations, I think it would have been harsh to give penalties.
OK.